and I will bring in the librarians. Afterwards, when I'm done, we'll leave YouTube and we'll go back to our group, and we can have a discussion. So that will be a great time to ask questions. Okay, here are the librarians coming in. Oh my God, they're like buzzing like a hornet's nest. Well, I'm bringing them in. Feel welcome to, invite your energy to flow. Feel welcome to have crown chakra open and invite your soul, your guides, whomever wants to connect with you through the frequency of love to come in and flow their energy through you. Feel welcome to open your root chakra so you don't get like vertigo with so much energy, so that it can flow through you to earth, who will be very grateful for it. Oh. Oh. Indeed, we are here. We are so pleased to the spark we are dispersing. She's too energized this night. It is difficult to share space with her. We are grateful to be with you this evening. We wish to speak with you about your place with all that is happening on this planet. For it is a truth that those who are highly evolved souls are often empathic, sometimes telepathic, and visionaries. Ergo, when you are in a situation where you are surrounded by much chaotic distress, it can cause emotional debilitation within the self. And this is not the appropriate response. For if our front line of evolved elders become distressed, then who will heal the planet? Of course, you must live your life. You must take your actions. You must go forward as you see fit. You must honor your emotions and your responses. If something is traumatic, then indeed feeling trauma is a part of your living experience. But to allow the trauma to overwhelm you, to stop you, to silence you, to make you ill, this is not the appropriate experience for you at this time. What is appropriate is to acknowledge your emotions, become acquainted with them, learn from them, grow from them, use their energy to guide your path forward. For certainly, with all that is happening, we need our evolved souls to go forward with the wonderful planetary healing that you are here to accomplish. We have said to you before, your time is not yet, your time is not yet. We tell you now, your time is beginning. This is the beginning of your time, and your time will grow and evolve. For some of you, your time is not now yet, this instant moment, but it is beginning, and many of you feel this. You feel an awakening, a quickening within you. For your time is coming. We have great hopes. Soon, destructions will cease and reclamation of planetary beauty will commence. We hope this is possible. We believe it is likely. So prepare yourselves. To begin with, just as when you practice your piano, you do your scales, you do your exercises. When you wish to be great at anything, you begin with the small skills and you grow and evolve. We have discussed this together before in the past. So do not overwhelm yourself. Do not say, I must heal the planet now. No, this will be a collective activity that you will be a part of. So for now, you work on your immediate atmosphere. For now, and of course, continue. Some of you are already good deed doers and kindness givers. Continue. Do not cease anything that helps you connect with your personal grace. But for now, also think of yourself as a bubble in a glass of effervescent water. When you are morose, your bubble becomes flat, and this effervescent water is just water. But when you fill your being, your heart, your spirit, your ambiance with the goodness of what is possible, then your bubble inflates and you infect others. They feel better, they feel possibilities, their bubbles inflate, and soon this water is very bubbly, very active. For the sake of this visual, imagine the more active the water, the more lightness you may bring to the atmosphere. For those who wish to stop be flat, but for the glass to shatter and everything spilt out and then dehydrate. But when everything is effervescent, it goes up into the atmosphere and then it saturates everything. And those who wish to cause harm find themselves surrounded by effervescence. Some will receive it and somewhat change their ways. Others will fight it, but they will find that they are surrounded by much effervescence, and their fight only causes them to stand out and lose their empowerment, lose their authority. We hope this is a visual that you can work with, that the more you expand your environment, in your heart, in your body, in the space around you, your home, your neighborhood, your community, the more you trigger all of this to become nicer and better. You see stories of how one single good act can cause great goodness to spread. Invite yourself to commit that one single good act as often as you can, one that may perhaps spread. You may not even be aware of this effect, But no, when you plant many good acts into society, it is inevitable that some will spread. It may be even enough to let a person whom you know has been alone, to give them a card saying, thinking of you, you are wonderful. It may be enough to smile at a person, or to help someone in need, or to stand up for justice. The more good acts you feel in your heart, and the more good acts you commit within whichever community you feel connected to, the more you will be a bubble who creates more bubbles and allows the effervescence to go forward. There are some in your planet who at this time are so inspired that they're committing great good acts. This is wonderful as well. The many small good acts, the medium good acts, the great good acts. What does this do? It helps to create a global collective. And of course, humanity must come together as a global collective, or humanity without question will perish. We do not say this as a dire threat. This is truly as any karmic lesson. If you refuse to learn your lesson, then your lifespan ends. You die within this middle of your karmic lesson, and then possibly your next life you pick up and continue that lesson. It is much easier to learn your lesson and move on than to dig yourself in deeper and deeper and deeper. This is true for each individual. It is true for your collective. So, for each individual who says, I wish, as my part of the humanity collective, to go forward with my spirit open, my soul raised, my love flowing, and to help where I can, to stand for justice and goodness where I can, to bring kindness where I can, and incite this within others, then this will spread and spread and spread, we tell you. And the more the effervescent goodness spreads, the more humanity comes together. You are already a collective, though you do not realize it. For some time now, you have been a collective that has felt oppressed and feared and anxious. So it is not necessary to connect with each other globally. You have that. What is necessary is to spread the goodness through the connection that already exists. You cannot force the goodness. It must just naturally spread. For those of you who think of the great ones who lived here before humanity, the 2 times that humanoids were attempted as life cycles on your planet, and the 2 failures. One, for those you call Atlanteans, they were far too arrogant. They thought they were better than all other life on the planet. They created great harm, great wars, great battles, and killed themselves. It is our hope that you will not follow in their footsteps. We would prefer to divert you to the path that is your true path, to become kind, good, loving people who all help each other. The second round of life was an interesting segue from the experiment that is called Earth, for they merely phased out. There were those who were very good and kind and connected as such, and those who were greedy and angry. So the good, kind ones merely phased to a different frequency. They are here still, but they just no longer associate with the three-dimensional of this frequency beings. You see them on occasion as they morph in and out, but for the most part, they are a success story for themselves, but not for your planet. They have not helped to evolve your planet. They have helped to evolve a frequency within a part of your planet's multidimensional being. And now we have the humans, whom have been fighting and battling and killing and oppressing for so many years. But more and more of you are seeing the way forward is through love. You have been taught this. You are eternal beings. Each of you has been alive since the dawn of physical material. For you are made of the same material that has existed since your universe came to be. Your souls, your multidimensional self, is a different matter. We speak of your physical being. And you are powerful beings, for you are able to be a multidimensional being in a physical body. There are many souls who could not accomplish this. There are many times when multidimensional beings or members of collectives choose to incarnate as a human, and they go quite mad, live their entire life in an asylum. It is a great task that each of you has undertaken. And those of you who are more advanced souls have undertaken this task again and again and again and again. You are powerful, truly powerful, admirable souls and spirits. It is appropriate for you to honor yourself. And as you acknowledge the dire warnings of everything around you, also rejoice, for hopefully this will be the time humanity comes together to heal everything. And if so, is it not best for your part to be one who brings the energy, the battery, the resources, the knowledge from your many lives and your keen instincts to help bring grace to this valiant place you have called your home for a very long time? The path is forward, and we tell you, for we speak to you from your future, that Earth does evolve into a veritable paradise of goodness. We are merely helping you to navigate the path with the least trauma, the least distress, from where you are now to where we are now. And that path is called love, kindness and love. Do not despair for all the harm happening upon your planet. Rather, find the place in your heart to rejoice that this is such a depth that with love, your planet can go no deeper down. Now it will rise up to healing. It is time for us to depart. We will leave so the conduit may return. We will remain with her to answer your questions. Grace be to each of you. Blessings.